From the investment side, I think there's, everyone has, not everyone, but some investment managers have forgotten that the key thing was to maintain basically the tenants in place and, to get the maximum you can get of your building. So the first thing is, I guess, to have a really good relationship with the tenant. So basically you have to have someone who represents the landlord or the asset manager on site, so a really good property manager. And this is a really interesting question because notably in France or in Latin country, I don't know in the UK, but there's been a real pressure on the property management fees. So honestly, when you launch like a tender offer for like 8 or 10 buildings for property management, when you see the fee linked to it for the property manager, it's very low. So those people have a lot of they're getting into trouble just to do their business because they're managing too many buildings, and that's the real problem we have. So it's really hard to get the satisfaction from the tenant because in a big building, in a big office building, for example, getting back to what I know the best, there's always something going bad. Could it be I don't know, the front door in the lobby, the toilets, whatever, the staff restaurant, blah blah blah, and you have to maintain that good relationship with the tenant. And I think this is the main part of it because, sorry to repeat myself, but the value you get out of your real estate is, obviously the location, quality of the building, but you're discounting a cash flow. So it's the value also of the tenant. And this gets back to, I know it was not the question you raised, but to the same thing. So how are we going to do to fill those beautiful shiny buildings well located with some AAA tenants, as like for example in France, you have less and less than AAA tenants. So building those new real estate investments is going to be a real challenge for this.